What's up, everybody? This is Jose with Oakland Latinos United, aka Oakland Latinos Unidos. Out here once again. Haven't made a video in a while, and I was just thinking about something. I was watching a video by Kool Herc. He has a video. It's called Fresh Out, and he talks about basically life in prison, what prison's like. And he's a pretty cool dude. He's a funny guy. He's like a big, bald-headed black dude. He's always using funny words like they're gonna bust your cheeks and they're gonna split your wig, and he's hella funny. Check him out, Kool Herc. Fresh Out. But he talks reality in many ways. He shows stories about prison, about going to prison, and how it's not for a lot of you out there, and how it's a fucking horrible thing to be in. Growing up in Oakland and growing up in various places around the Bay Area, living all over the place because I've lived in a lot of places, I was always around people who went to jail, people who went to prison, people who were in and out of jail, people who couldn't even keep themselves out of jail. I mean, people who were just incorrigible and fucking, they were just antisocial. They couldn't get it together, just in and out of jail. And there were a majority of Rassam black people that I knew that were going in and out of jail, getting caught up in drugs, getting caught up in gangs, getting caught up in drama and stealing and fighting and all the bullshit, you know what I mean? And the problem with us as people of color is that, they want us to go to jail, so they push jail on us with TV shows, in our music, in gang culture, in gangster hip hop culture. Even growing up, there were some people like in the hoods that would be like, oh yeah, going to jail ain't shit, I'll go to jail. I knew people that'd be like, oh, I'll go to jail like nothing, bro, I don't give a fuck, bro. You know what I mean? But in reality, when they're in there, you know what I mean, we don't know what their reality is in there. They can be snitches, they can be PCs, they can be dropouts, they can be punks that are getting punked in there, like Kool Herc says, getting their cheeks busted. We don't know. And prison is just not a good place. It's a fucked up place. And, our people shouldn't aspire to want to be in that motherfucking place. You know what I mean? And that's where they want us. We live in a place where you become a ward of the state. You know what I mean? We live in a prison industrial complex. We live in a place where they use cheap labor for prison. We live in a place where now there's private prisons where they want you to go to prison. If anything, they're profiting off you going to prison. And they're profiting off you going to prison even if it's not a private jail, because you got to remember, the warden, the COs, all the people that work in the prison, they make money because you're there, and they want you there. They want your brown ass there. They want your black ass there. You know why? Because you fill up their prisons. You make them their money, and they know you're stupid enough to fucking do some dumb shit and end up in there. And that's just how it is. And we, as raza, as Chicanos, Latinos, and even the black man, need to understand that we need to stop fucking going to these motherfucking prisons. We need to stop fucking being stupid. We need to stop feeling sorry for ourselves, and we need to fucking grow some balls and have responsibility and stay the fuck away from these motherfucking jails. Fuck the white man's jail and fuck this bullshit. I refuse to be a ward of the state for this motherfucking government. You know what I mean? I do. That's why I keep myself out of problems. Let me tell you a story. I went to jail one motherfucking time. One time. I went to Santa Rita, Alameda County Jail. I went into I forget what it's called. They call it Thunderdome. That shit fucking sucked ass. I was in there for a week, and I said, I am not going back to jail ever again. For one, it was boring. It fucking sucked. Jail politics are stupid, and it's just fucking nonsense. You know what I mean? You're just wasting your life away in a motherfucking jail cell. And it literally feels like you're trapped like a fucking cage in a chicken coop. That's what the pods in Santa Rita feel like. And they give you fucking straight up dog food, like Duke from Dark Room Familia used to say. Fuck, I hate to go to Santa Rita, where they put you in a cell with 50 niggas, and the sheriff feeds you nothing but dog food. I mean, that shit is real. Them motherfuckers feed you some bullshit. So just remember, stop being a ward of the state, raza. Us as Chicanos, we need to fucking show our youth, we need to show our people, our parents, our familias that work better than that. That we're not gonna be in the fucking system. You know what I mean? That we're not gonna go to jail. You know what I mean? That we're not gonna be their fucking wards of the state. We're not gonna be their motherfucking esclavos, their slaves. You know what I mean? We refuse. I refuse. You know what I mean? That's why I don't fucking stay out of trouble because I stay out of trouble because I don't want to be in trouble, but I refuse to go to jail. How can I say it? Because I don't want to be a ward of the state. I don't want to be a slave to the government. You know what I mean? It's bad enough we already are a slave to the government in some ways, but I don't want to be a fucking slave like that. Like being in prison and having them tell me what I have to do, having to worry about what gang I'm going to be in, what race I'm going to ride with, or what prison politics I have to, be in, you know what I mean? Or like Kool Herc says, or getting my cheeks busted or getting my wig split. I really do not want to end up like that. And like I said, us as Chicanos, as raza, we need to stop being wards of the state. We need to start being smart. We need to stop giving the motherfucking system, the cops, the whole motherfucking industrial prison complex an excuse to keep us there, because that's what they want. That's why we got to be smart, and we got to look forward, and we got to big have confidence and be big achievers, and look for something better, man. Look for something better. Be there for your kids, be there for your family. You know what I mean? Be responsible, be a fucking responsible raza Chicano brown, tall, proud man. Or woman. You know what I mean? Be proud. Don't be ashamed, and don't end up in these fucking places. That's all I have to really say. I just so much wasted talent, man. That's all I can really say. I knew so many homies, so many folks from the hood, so many folks in Oakland, so many folks in Sacramento and Vallejo, in Richmond, people, all the cities I lived in around the Bay Area and in Northern Cali, that ended up being wards of the state, that ended up not being nothing, ended up in jail and just can't get it together, man. And a lot of these people are smart, intelligent people, and they can do better, but they don't. So I just really hope people get a clue and wake up. Like Mac Mall said, get some get right. You know what I mean? And that's all I really have to say. This Jose out here, Oakland Latinos United, like always, over and out.